Welcome to the chapter 250 spoilers review. We made it to the big 250, and I know you guys want to get into these spoilers right away. I just have to thank me and Mur for providing us with these leaks, and now let's get into it. I'm gonna read these texts, but I won't put it on the screen because I think that'll get the video taken down, so I'll just read it. The special grades domain is revealed. Narrator, Okotsu Yuta's domain, true and authentic love. This allows Okotsu to select one curse technique that he has copied and can apply it as a sure hit to his domain. Techniques other than that are held randomly inside of the katanas inside the domain, and only Yuta can use those abilities. So guys, yeah, everybody's not going to be picking up katanas and using them. Sadly, I wish that was the case, but no. Okotsu himself doesn't even know what curse technique is dwelling inside of the katana until he holds it, and the katana perishes when the curse technique is used once. But there is no limit to the number of katanas within this domain. And if you guys are looking at this gold lover person like, who is this random guy? Guys, that's Miyamura. He's just under a different alias, I guess. And after that cool breakdown was explained, Jujutsu Kaisen begins from Miyamura himself. Yuta first sends a mini Rika Shikigami, and Sukuna just punches them away. I'm guessing this is Drew with his domain ability because the panels show that they're circling Sukuna. We finally get to see that ability again because nobody knew what it really was. And Sukuna just sends them away, but Yuji follows up with punches. Sukuna is able to block them, but he immediately feels his soul shaking once more. And then Rika jumps on him from above and tries to crush him, but he's able to dodge it. Something that's cool about this fight is that Sukuna can't block Yuji's attacks. I'm believing that he's gonna have to evade all of Yuji's attacks, which just adds another layer of difficulty for Sukuna and proves our point that our boy Yuji is no pushover. And after Sukuna jumps out of the way to dodge Rika's attack, Yuta follows up with Earl's space bending, and as Sukuna prepares to face it, he analyzes himself that he can't use his domain, and his RCT is not that good because of his fight with Gojo. And guys, I'm gonna be straight up, if Yuta got all these blades, this domain, and we've been waiting for him to fight forever, he needs to use something else but space bending. I was expecting to see like 3 new abilities already. I wanted him to go crazy. Like we're expecting him to pull out the reality marble at this point, bro. Come on. I mean, I guess he is using one, but you know what I mean. We need like 1 billion different attacks, blades, the real unlimited blade works. It's also pointed out that Sukuna's curse energy pool is currently the same as Yuta's, and he can't use the world cutting slash using dismantle when he's using hollow wicker basket at the same time. Rika then launches Yuji as a missile towards Sukuna while Yuta prepares to hit him with another attack. Sukuna tanks Yuta's sword, but Yuji's kick once again shakes up Sukuna's soul. And yo, they're actually throwing a lot of hands. I'm surprised. You know how these fights have been. It starts with a lot of just talking and then they fight for a little bit. This fight has been straight hands so far. And I know every fight is straight hands, but you know what I mean. Yuji can sense the realm between Sukuna and Megami's souls and strikes right at that. Yuji's trying to obstruct the tuning of Sukuna and Megami's body by waking up Megami's soul that has been sunken deep with the bath ritual. And Sukuna realizes that every time he receives an attack from Yuji, his curse energy output drops and his control over Megami's body dulls. So I don't know if Sukuna is gonna is bro gonna get clapped at this point because he's only getting weaker. And I'm not gonna lie, bro, Sukuna losing here and something else happening, that's very Gege Akatami to do. I've been seeing the evil Megami theories come around and they kind of make sense. I've been convinced very slowly but surely over the past year. Might happen at this point, I'm not gonna lie. Yuta then freezes Sukuna by using Inumaki's cursed speech and smacks him with Thin Icebreaker again. So yeah, it's looking like Yuta's not gonna pull out no new abilities at this point. I'm convinced. I think the chapter is gonna end with Granite Blast. Just a guess while I'm making this video. But yeah. Without giving time to breathe, Rika immediately punches and thrashes Sukuna. And then Yuji and Yuta immediately rush over to begin round 2 of their fight. And yeah, they just start jumping him again, chasing him down, that kind of stuff. And guys, it's also mentioned that Yuta has Angel's curse technique, Jacob's ladder, to erase the cursed object in Megami's body. This is from Ducky himself, but Miyamura did not mention it. If you guys don't know, Ducky's the original big OG homie of the leakers. He's been doing it first, but with everything's going on, I guess he's come back. So, and I think from here we'll swap over to Ducky because Ducky seems to have way more details of the chapter and what's going on. So Sukuna then asks Yuta and Yuji what they've been doing over the time skip. Yuta says he ain't fighting fair, and Yuji was like hard work and determination. And they probably both look at each other and be like, oh yeah, right, whatever. And then they go into fight Sukuna again. Interesting, Yuji confirms that he's been training, and Yuta most likely has just been stacking curse techniques. Kind of cool that I guess people have their own way of getting more powerful over the time skip. And it's also confirmed in this little bubble that Yuta has Charles's curse technique. So we go through the list of Yuta's curse techniques. He has 5. Angel's Jacob's ladder, Earl's spatial distortion, Drew's barrier manipulation, Inumaki's curse speech, and Charles's future prediction. You guys know how that goes. When he attacks the opponent and the more he attacks, the more into their future you can see. So yeah, it's funny because I'll just say he's not really doing much with all these abilities he's quote unquote obtained. This is why translations waiting for the full chapter to come out really matters, because there's details certain people aren't going to cover. While the fighting's happening, Yuta says if it's a new curse technique Sukuna has never seen, there will still be room to surprise him. But Sukuna thinks that he probably doesn't have the Limitless because that requires the 6 eyes to use. So guys, Yuta does not have the 6 eyes, nor can he use the Limitless without them. This chapter actually ends with Yuta pulling out a new sword, and he says finally, and he attacks him with one of Sukuna's curse techniques. And Sukuna finally gets hit with his own anti-Sukuna, anti-Yuta technique. You guys know the memes, that joint be having me dying, and the chapter ends. The preview for the next chapter is Let It Fall, My Own Disastrous Blade, which is tough. So yeah, this chapter seems to be really good. Seems to be a lot to talk about this week. I mean, there's a bunch of hands and stuff, but we get Yuji's ability to break the soul and kind of separate them, I guess. It's not really a technique that's going to be able to be used against all opponents, just those with a vessel. So it's nothing too insane. I think he did get this from Yuki, and this may not be a cursed ability. Because again, if it was, Yuta would be using it in here, right? Also, we get Yuta's full list of abilities so far. I think he'll pull out like 2-3 more. We'll have to see. And I think that's really it. It's a big deal that he has Jacob's ladder though. With that being said, I'll catch you guys all in my review where I really go into depth with these chapters, kind of animate them, have fun with them. And with that, I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out, guys.